Hi, welcome to another video, I guess. You already know my name's Savannah, and right now I'm in self-isolation or quarantine. Actually, I'm doing my weekly reflection that I have to do for my classes, and I just realized, like, oh, I should probably make a video on, like, what I did while I write it, or kind of just to refresh before I write it, because that always helps. Sorry, I'm trying to find the proper angle for this. Pardon the lighting. I have windows. That one's shut out, but that one isn't really closed. Hold on. There we go. Maybe it's a little less green now. I have colored very thin shades. So, if you couldn't tell, I'm in my bedroom. I have a chair set up in here. I made a little quick makeshift desk out of my dresser. So, it's perfectly fine for me because I'm small and I can do whatever the heck I want. So, yeah, so this week has been kind of hectic. I believe I made a video earlier this week of me drawing and coloring. So that was before I started getting schoolwork, because they only planned for us to be closed for 2 weeks, but because the coronavirus started ramping up, they were like, oh, we're just going to start assigning schoolwork online. So we were like, fuck. So, yeah. Sorry. So I've just been doing a whole bunch of schoolwork, stuff I hardly even understand. Thankfully, there's a thing called Google. Highly recommend it. It's amazing. Not sponsored. Anyways. I guess literally this whole week has either been working with my brothers, working on homework, cleaning, doing something, and I may or may not be eavesdropping every 10 seconds with my mom whenever she's home. She's hardly home anymore because she's a respiratory therapist. And that's where, if you don't know, the coronavirus is hitting. So the respiratory system, the lungs, and pardon me, that went my choking on my own saliva. I don't have corona. I promise. I promise. At least I don't think so. Yeah. Anyways, it hits in the lungs. That's why you cough. And it's droplet, I believe. It also can be airborne. So when you cough at, I believe it's like 6 miles an hour or something. I'm probably wrong about that. But it goes 6 feet. I know that. I believe that's what it is. 6 to 7 feet. So that's like the distance that you're supposed to stay. That's why it's like social distancing. So, yeah, thankfully, I was smart, and I, signed up, because I'm in a vocational school. I am in health assisting. If you don't know what a vocational school is, you're living under a rock, but a lot of people don't know, so, a vocational school is a school that teaches you the trades, like, health assisting, carpentry, metal fabrication, or like auto technology, anything, like stuff like that, painting and design. So, but you get to choose like what you go into. So like I'm not in automotive or anything like that. I'm in health assisting. And there's also medical, but medical is more like sitting behind a desk. I promise I'm wearing a shirt. Sorry. But I would have been more active and more like in the field. When we went on co-op, which you get when you're in a vocational school. So you pretty much go out every other week. So you have 2 weeks. It may be similar to some high schools, some normal high schools where you have 2 weeks, A week and X week, or A week and B week, whatever one it is. And pretty much it's just A week is like a class week, or for me it's shop. So that's health assisting, or like the thing that I'm learning, so health assisting. And then X week is like my learning, my like science, English, math, social stuff, So it's like the core classes, and then so it switches every other week. So now I don't have that, though. I don't have A week and X week. I just have everybody homework. So I'm going to get homework from every single teacher. So that's math, which I'm failing. Everything else I'm passing. Math, science, English, social studies, or world history. And then, actually this year it's U.S. history, sorry. So, geometry honors. I have chemistry. I love science, by the way. Like, love science. I am a huge nerd, especially when it comes to chemistry and stuff like that, especially radioactivity. Don't know why. Just love it. Anyways. I'm in English. English doesn't really change. It's just English CP. And I have U.S. history, and then health assisting. So, plus gym. They're now assigning writing prompts for gym, which I'm kind of like, why don't you just tell us, like, oh, do like 10 push-ups and send us a video? That would be funny. But they wouldn't do that. So yeah, anyways, I probably got off way track of what I was talking about. But I've been eavesdropping on my mom a lot. And some of the things that I've heard her crying or talking to her like colleagues with are horrible. She had a colleague before all of this, who moved and transferred to a different hospital, and they talk all the time. They're quite close friends. I even know her in a way personally. She's a very sweet woman. Anyways. And she was telling her about how bad coronavirus has been hitting. Some people don't see this as a huge threat. And in a way, I think that there should be a happy medium of what is going on. My mother's fear is a little over the top, in my opinion. A little crazy, but in a way that's what's going to make it so that me and my brothers don't get sick. Which I'm fine with, in all honesty. They may be coming in at some point, by the way, my brothers. But there's also the people who are out and running around saying, screw it, if I get sick, I get sick. It's not just you who gets sick. It's your family, your brothers, your sisters, and now the coronavirus is mutating. It used to be only the elderly got sick and died. Now it's not like that. It's starting to mutate, and it's starting to change so that younger kids die. My mom was bawling her eyes out the other day because a teenager in her hospital came down with the coronavirus. And I'm not 100% sure if he passed away or not, but he is on a ventilator. My mom's hospital, I believe she said, has around 30 ventilators, which is what you need to survive with coronavirus. They only have one more ventilator. A woman came in, I guess, and she had coronavirus. She told my mom and the nursing staff she did not want the ventilator. She just wanted to see her family. What they did was they said okay, and they dressed her family up in PPE, or personal protective equipment. So gown, like goggles, masks, gloves, everything. They made sure that they would not get sick. And I'm pretty sure they're still self-isolating, self-quarantining, just to make sure. But they dressed them up in their PPE, let them see the woman for the last time, and then she passed away 2 hours before my mom quit her shift. My mom has been extremely stressed, extremely overwhelmed. They're calling her in for working during the day, up until around, I believe it would be 3. So 3 o'clock. So from around 5:30 in the morning till 3. And then she'll get home, sleep probably, and then go back out for the night shift, which starts at 11 and ends at 7. So she's very stressed about that. And I don't blame her. She's also very stressed about our health and well-being. Us as in me, my brothers, my father, my mom's boyfriend. She's very, very worried. And she has even told me that she isn't as afraid of work as she is the supermarket or the stores, because of the reason that you don't know if you're carrying it until you show symptoms, and you don't show symptoms till about 2 weeks after you get it. At least that's what I've been hearing. I could be wrong on some of the facts that I have, so don't take me 100%. But what I do know is the fact that, what my mom has been telling me. She's just petrified in a way, of everything. And in all honesty, I'm quite scared. I'm not petrified. I know in history this has happened thousands of times, with, the bubonic plague, but then we didn't really have the advancements as we do now. And even with the advancements, it's starting to kill. I believe about a week ago, we reached past 9/11, the death toll. So the amount of deaths that occurred on 9/11. We have passed that. Actually, I have a computer right here. Oops. Sorry. Oh my. So where I live, in Massachusetts, there is 15,202. We just had a huge surge. My mom was working in the emergency room. If you don't know, some nurses, they do switch where they work from day to day, like they switch floors. She was working in the emergency room, and all of her patients had COVID. All of them. We're having a huge surge. And sorry, I got that wrong. So that's the amount of confirmed cases. The amount of deaths is 356. So, sorry. But we had a huge surge, and in New York, they had a standstill for a little while. And that was kind of okay. I mean, they had a standstill where nobody else was getting sick. They were taking care of people and everything. And then they just had a huge surge. And they don't know where it's coming from. So we don't know what is really going on. And the fact that a lot of people are stuck inside, I think that that's scary. And the fact that either the media is completely downgrading it, or the media is completely over-exaggerating is also kind of the problem. We don't have a happy medium. In this country, we need voices that, we need voices that will tell us the truth, that will tell us this is the fact. Like, it's dangerous to go out, yes. We should self-isolate, yes. But to the point where it's like, we're all gonna die if you go outside. We can't do anything. Stock up on toilet paper. Go get everything that you can. That's a little too much. I know people who are completely losing it. My grandparents, for example, they're insane. They live in Florida, and I'm kind of scared because that's where most old people live. If you live in Florida, if anybody ever lives in Florida comes to this channel, you know it's a good amount of older people. A lot of older people I know move there when it's time. But they are losing their minds. My grandmother actually called me the other day and was like, oh, we're running low on this, and I'm so scared because that means that I have to go to the supermarket and this and that, and oh my God. And I'm like, calm down. Like, just wear gloves or sanitize your hands when you get there. And, like, if you have to go to the store, sanitize your hands, wear a mask if you really feel it. Wear a mask. Get changed and take a shower after you come home. Wash your hands. So go to the store, wear gloves, wear a mask, get the things that you need, not more, not less. Get what you need. You don't need 16,000 rolls of toilet paper. You maybe need like 10, especially for them. My grandfather. Like, get what you need, not what you don't. Get in, get out, put it all away. Like, wash your hands when you get home, put it all away, then go upstairs, change, take a shower. Don't touch your face. It's just simple things like that. But yeah, people are completely over-exaggerating or completely under-exaggerating. There needs to be just exaggerating. So, exaggerating, yeah, whatever. Sorry. There just needs to be a happy medium, a truth to it, because I'm not saying that maybe under-exaggerating what it is, or not under-exaggerating, but like what it sounds like under-exaggerating to me could be the truth. I think we just need truth. Trump wants, don't get me wrong here, I never want to shit on somebody or say somebody's horrible or whatever. I don't want to debate. I don't want to, like, tell you, oh, your opinion's wrong. When it comes to me, if you believe something, you believe something. I may have a different opinion. Don't hate me. Trump wants to have the country open by Easter. That will not happen. There is no way, no how, it's not happening. He's saying that it's not that bad and whatever, but that's not true. It's quite bad. And if it spreads, it will get even worse. And Easter will cause it to spread. Either with large gatherings, with family. And that is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. Because you don't want your Mima or grandmother or grandfather to get this, especially them. You don't want to get it yourself because you also have a high risk. People aren't understanding that it's a disease. And it's a sickness. They can mutate. Everything, bacteria, viruses, everything can mutate. Everything can mutate. It can mutate either for the better or it can mutate for the worst. It's mutating so that it can live in all different spectrums of a person. It's mutating. People who are completely healthy now are getting sick. It used to be people who are only sick before were getting sick. It's not like that anymore. We need people who will tell us the truth. We need people who know facts. We need people who are on the inside, I think. I think that the news outlets and everything like that should get doctors on more. Should get real people, not just Dr. Phillips, like the head of all scientific studies. No, I mean normal people like my mom. They should get people like my mom on news, like, so that they can share what is going on. Because if we just stay in this field, in a way, of just listening to the experts who may or may not have actually experienced it themselves, we're just gonna keep on going in circles. We need to know full testimony, as in what is going on. Real doctors, like real, just normal people. People like me, people like my brothers, people like my neighbors. We need people, real people, to say what is going on, what is happening. I know I'm going on a tirade. I probably don't make sense to a lot of people, but something needs to change right now, because at the rate that we're going, everything's crashing. Everything. Life. Like, life is crashing. Life expectancy is crashing. Markets are crashing. Everything's crashing. I used to work for this restaurant, and I don't even know if they'll be able to open or work anymore by the time that this is over. I really don't. I don't. So, we need to self-isolate, pretty much sustain, wash hands, basic hygiene. We need hygiene. We need to stay healthy. We need to, as a country, because as Trump has said, our country is not built or made to stay closed like this. Hardly any country is. We can't stay closed the way that we did, like the way that we do. And we can't get over it in the way that China did. Because what China did was they boarded up the homes of the sick and literally left them to die. Just let them die. Us, as maybe too ethical of a country, we won't allow that to happen. But my video is already getting way too long. Pretty much what you should take from this long tirade of a video: it's getting worse. Keep yourself safe. Buy what you only need. Stay healthy, stay safe. Wash your hands, wash your face, wash your phones. Phones are disgusting, trust me. Wash your phones. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in my next vlog, I guess. See ya.